Hi, good evening to all of you. Am I audible? Mohit, Shreya, Vaishnavi, Ankita, Abhinav. Okay. So, Samay, good evening. So, attending this session, Amitoj. So, we have got a few students from my batches even. Pranjal, good evening. You were there last time also. So, Ritika, you're an online student. Ronak, good evening. So, you're an online student or one of my batches. Okay, well, let's start with session. Coming on to the overall feel of this paper, and this time also we kept the paper moderate. Yeah, Ankita, good evening. So we kept the paper moderate, I think. So what you have to say about the paper, the level of the paper, the overall feel of the paper? I'm talking about the verbal section. Let's say if I take verbal and AR combined, from my point of view, it was moderate to tough. It was not just like last time. It was easy to moderate, but this time I think it was AR easy. AR was easy, Shreya. Okay. And what about the verbal part? If I talk about one or two RCs and one or two idiomatic usage based questions. So all in all, this time we had uh, 10 easy questions, 6 difficult. I'm talking only about 34 questions, and moderate 15. So out of 6 difficult, could have attempted 3, 2, 15, 10. Out of 15 moderate question, 10 moderate, 2 difficult, 10 plus 2, 12, and out of 10 easy questions, 8. 12 plus 8, 20. So all in all, every time out of 34, it has to be 18 plus minimum, and if it goes 21 plus, we are in safe zone. So Jigyasu joined the session, Rishabh left the session. So are we playing leaving, joining? Vaishnavi left the session, joined the session. So okay, so moving on to, I just picked a few questions because I realized that most of the time we are not able to cover last few questions, so I've kept question number to 13, 14, not more than this because paper was moderate. So he even told me that about the level of the paper, your score percentile in verbal out of 50 questions for your verbal percentile was. So Shreya 97. So party is due. Okay. Abhinav 51. Don't worry, we'll give you the treat. Mohit 91. Very good. What about the rest of the guys? Did they cross 100? Okay, Pranjal 95. Amitoj 48. You have to work hard really, Amitoj. I think we have finished the batch. Ronak 89. Don't worry, Amita. We'll sit sit together. We'll frame the strategy to score well. It's all in mind and psychological basis generally. Ankita 80, Pranjal, it keeps on wearing that what life is all about, weather is all about, intelligence is all about, everything is relative as per Einstein. So don't worry, Pranjal, but we'll definitely formulate one strategy, and plus minus 5% deviation is allowed as per standard deviation formula, but don't worry, everything would be taken care of. Okay, let's move on to, I picked a few questions. This one is odd man out. So what you have to say? From my point of view, question was easy, but you have marked this question as moderate. I don't know why, but from my point of view, this question was moderate, easy. But you have so take your time. So what was your answer? If you're able to recall, yes, guys, read, just rush through this question. We have to pick up the answer. Yes, Shreya, you are absolutely right. Ankita, you are also right. One is odd man out. Ronak, you are absolutely fine. One is odd man out. Rest 3 are linked. 2, 3 and 4 are linked. 1, just an example, or database simply could have played gamble even, because 1 is showing some data and rest of sentences we are just analyzing something, and here we are given data, probably stands out, sentence stands out, so could have been. So most of you got this question correct. So time to move ahead. Let's see. Should I move ahead? This question was very easy. Otherwise, I don't know why people have marked it moderate. Shall I move ahead? Okay. Now we have to pick up the logical order. Question number 56 of your paper. So opener in this case would be, again you have marked this question as moderate. I think that things were pretty comfortable, manageable in this exam. I found only one or two passages difficult. One that was related to symmetry, and another one I think related to some science again. So in this question, opener in this case, and we are given either A as an opener or E as an opener. A says to tell young person he must take this or that course, announces university highest priorities, and E says faculty often quarrel over curricula. Now curricula is the entire course structure or different structures related to the course material, whatever the activities to be undertaken during the college on sessions is called curricula. So course would be the part of curricula, not other way around. So E has to be an opener. Now we have got either EC or EF as answer. So what you have to say? Yes guys. So we have got Dig Raj Kumar Mahanta. So Mr. Digraj, what's your take? EF or EC? F says at University of Notre Dame we are presently conducting such review hot points. Such means there has to be something which should be like this, such a review. So EC says that is as it should be. Faculty often quarrel over curricula, that is it should be, as it should be. So what is that? It should be like this. So it has to be EC, not EF. Because in F we are saying to maintain its requirement 2 theology and 2 philosophy courses. So first of all we need to introduce the type of courses or a general one generic sentence related to courses. Students should take this, should go this way or that way, that course or this course. So we need to introduce, we need to say, we need to write C before F. So it cannot be EFC. That's why we have rejected fourth. F should be starting. Asim Chawla, why you feel that F should be starting? Otherwise there is no choice where F has been given as an opener. You are saying other way, otherwise F should have opened. Yes, Digiraj Mahanta, you have left the session. Am I audible, Digiraj? I think there is technical problem at your end. So make sure that everything is fine at your end. Okay, F should be the starting, but there is no choice. Assume that we should start, pick up the choice. So EC. Now E, that is actually should be that faculty often quarrel. This is primarily frequently seen at this university. And after that D is there, a curriculum, then we define this curriculum word, especially core courses, and why they fight over this curriculum, because related to core courses, prestige, etc, etc. And A, then A will come, that to guide any student to go this way or that way. A, and then B, find this way curriculum, review a battlefield because of this. So ABF I think is mandatory trio. If we are able to track ABF, in this case the answer is there. Am I clear guys? So we have to go by the linkage. We have got 3 or 4 tricks. If you haven't gone through my workshop at our video panel, so make sure that you go through. Okay, let's move ahead in this section. What we have, yeah, it is rest. So again I think that we have to pick up the incorrect usage of this word. And so what do you think? Why one is wrong, Ankita? If you think something is wrong, consult the doctor to set your mind to rest. Mind to set your mind to is going somewhere, at is settled somewhere. So we reach at destination. We go to some place and reach at. So the correct, yes Amitoj, you can never be wrong. During classes also I have seen you speak less but you are never wrong. So yes, it has to be mind at rest. To set your mind where? At rest. So correct idiomatic usage is at rest. So I think it's easy question. Preposition based question, yes. So let's see. What's the problem with he appears to rest his confidence in a few people? To rest means to rely upon. Seems to be, but these all are very unusual usages. No doubt, your mind to rest is very commonly used phrase, mind at rest, but otherwise he appears to rest his confidence. Generally, we pick up the sentence which we feel that students would try to match these sentences with his or her spoken, and there he or she will get the answer wrong. That's why. But otherwise, fourth is fine. Am I clear, Amitoj? Press yes or no so that I can move ahead. Mohit, you're asking review 57. Okay, I'll come on to 57 as soon as I get the time. Asim, you're asking how come 4 is correct? Because 1 is wrong, that's why 4 is correct. Yes, Asim, what's your point? Because he appears to rest his confidence. To rest his confidence in a few people means to rely upon, to trust. That's why the usage is fine. No doubt structure seems to be uncommon. Generally, why we avoid using all these phrases, idioms while speaking. That's why it's correct. Asim, generally we advise our students not to attempt these idiomatic usage questions, because generally we'll come across very uncommon usages. So most of the time we'll see that we are not even aware of these usages. That's why it's better, if you're damn sure about the usage, then go for them. Pick up the questions. Otherwise, there's no point. Then we should go for these. So let's move ahead. So have I answered your question, Asim? First sentence, as far as if you think something is wrong, consult the doctor to set your mind to rest. It has to be set your mind at rest. You asked me 57. I'll come to your point. Okay, now again a few grammar based question. It's question number 69. So yes guys, the question answer to this is, answer is second means A is wrong, B is wrong and C is wrong. Okay, what's the problem with A? One of the largest misconceptions with liquid natural gas is that it is an abundant source of natural gas. So the correct preposition seems to be, it is actually an easy question. One of the largest misconception about, it's not with. Correct preposition should be misconception about, and I picked up this only just to revise few of the things. The why B is wrong. While liquid gas imports continue to increase, the public demand for natural gas increases with an even higher rate. What's the problem with B? Increases with, it seems as if higher rate is something else and increases something else. Increases at an, again with is wrong. Preposition based question, we picked up this just to revise prepositions. Increase at an even higher rate. Misconceptions about, increases at what rate? High rate. And C, let's see why C is wrong. Since the United States has several facilities that can process liquid natural gas. What's the problem with C? Yes, since the United States has, no, we are talking about a single country, so it has to be has. It cannot be. Since it seems to be incorrect. Users in the United States have several facilities process. These facilities are constantly unable to obtain. Since is, I think, since doesn't make sense here. Since is not required. The United States has several facilities that can process liquid natural gas. These facilities are constantly unable to obtain enough liquid. So since, if we use since, then we have to use since this is, therefore this is. So yeah, C is correct, incorrect because of the usage of since. It is not required. But if you want to use since, then we have to make the changes ahead. But it is not making the right sense here. Therefore, since deleted and C is wrong. Therefore, answer is second. Okay, Gagan Jolly has left the session. Again, technical problem at your end. Okay, I picked up this passage to solve this question that could be done even without reading this passage, but I'm just reading, just rush through this passage just for the sake of, so that you're able to understand the question which I have picked up is, based on this passage, is methane is. I don't know why students have given this question as difficult question. Here we see the poisonous word twice, second and third choice. Since there's no mention that methane is poisonous, so we could have rejected second and third choice. We cannot have two close options, correct options. Because of the word poisonous, there's no mention of this. So take 2 and 3 out. potent is equal to powerful, fourth is almost the same as first word is equal to second word. We cannot have fourth even correct. So we have got only first option. It's powerful and dangerous, because in the passage it is clearly mentioned that it is 100 times. See, look at the passage again. I'll go back to the passage and you'll realize that first. In the methane is about 70 times more potent, powerful as greenhouse gas, and 20 times more powerful over 100-year cycle. And he has mentioned harmful effects of, okay, Asim, now am I audible? I just went a little away from the mic. Am I audible, Asim? Yes, rest of the guys, am I audible now? I just went a little far away. We all get senti while solving the paper. Okay, now coming on to this, is 70 times powerful, is many times more powerful than carbon dioxide, and he has mentioned so many harmful effects. So therefore, even without reading the passage, I could have solved this question. Again, one question we are able to find luckily in this paper, which is, I think, from moderate to easy, tough. Poisonous, there's no mention that people died because of this, and there's so much of this. Poisonous is our assumption only. Rejected, powerful and dangerous. Potent is equal to powerful, no point in picking up two, even comma. This is grammatically wrong also. Leave aside reading comprehension. We can reject we could have rejected this choice on the basis of grammar even. So what relevant questions we are doing now? 74th question. This was in fashion last year, that paper setter used to ask this question, put this question, that what particular question you will like to ask the author after reading this passage. So nearly the question is based on very simple technique. Either it should be countering the main idea, or we should extend the last idea, question asked in the last few lines. There are only two options, two techniques. Either we should counter the main idea, that how come you are saying this, or primarily we should answer, we should counter or ask something related to whatever is given in last paragraph. So that's how we do. So what pertinent question would you ask the scientist after reading the passage? Now after reading the passage, let's go back to the passage. Let's see what we have. Last few lines says, climate scientists are concerned that rising temperature in Arctic could trigger climate feedbacks, where melting ice results in release of methane, which turn result in further increase in temperature. So kind of vicious cycle will set in and will disturb the entire ecology, environment, and will ultimately harm mankind. So that's how the things would go in future if we are not able to contain the release of methane into the atmosphere. So if you have gone through this passage, if you are able to recall, so how was the passage? Samay, your take is fourth. So how many of you got this question correct, guys? Only Samay. That means time, and time is very precious. What about you? Shreya, you got this wrong. Pranjal, right. Most of you got this question, I think, correct. But 73 was wrong. Okay. I already have explained Pranjal 73. So nothing to worry about. I picked up this question just to make you learn, make you all learn this technique, that how even without reading the passage we can solve the question. So what pertinent question? In the last is been saying that, last few lines is being saying that we are talking about Arctic Ocean, ice coming out of this ocean beds, ice melted there, and from vent or inside the ocean, the methane is released into the atmosphere. Probably we would ask something to do with sea methane, because last few lines is focusing only on sea methane, and it's saying that this one is dangerous, this source is very dangerous as far as release of methane is concerned. So probably the best answer in this case is fourth. What is the actual contribution of sea methane release to the global methane budget? So we're talking about the global methane. Second is very funny choice, should be rejected. Same, is methane more harmful? In the entire passage, the very first line is this. So then carbon dioxide, he already has mentioned this in the very first line. Second, gone. Can anything be done to stop reduce emission of methane in non-Arctic region? Why we worry about non-Arctic region? It has to be the release Third gone. How much of the Arctic and neighboring regions will be submerged because of increase in water level? This would be after third or fourth line, probably could ask this, but immediately after the passage is over, the best is, yeah, Samay, it is Senti choice. Fourth is, what is actual contribution of sea methane release, global methane budget, because we're talking about the methane from different sources, and prominent source from where it is released into the atmosphere is sea. So this would be asked because last few lines focusing on this. So am I clear, guys, how to handle this question if it comes? Yes, guys, keep pressing yes or no to know that whether my voice is reaching to you or not, whether you're getting something which we are saying, discussing here, because otherwise there's no point in taking up analysis. Verbal is English mother tongue generally. Okay, yes, guys, what about rest of you? Okay, Mohish, Shreya, Ankita, Rishabh, Priyanka, Srishti. Srishti is the entire universe. Very classical name otherwise. Okay, we have got Samay with us, Srishti with us, entire the Trinity, the spirituality is with us. Nothing to fear, just we have to march ahead. Okay, I picked up this fill in the blanks. So it's been long time that we saw this particular type. So just to revise, vocabulary based question. So Gagan Jolly, I think problem, technical problem, and you also have started playing leaving, joining. So make sure that your connections are finely tuned with our. Okay, it say that again it's a little vocab based question. Although countries can construct dashed stone barriers to separate us from others. So here could be construct anything which is very difficult for us to cross, could be surmountable, that can be easily passed. So first choice rejected because of the, but I'm assuming that we all have got, including me, average vocabulary. So at least we should be able to answer a few questions on the basis of vocabulary. So is my assumption right, guys? Am I correct in assuming that we all have got average vocabulary? No reply. Okay, so surmountable, that can be easily crossed. Construct, so no, although countries can construct, if it could be easily crossed, so there is no point in making surmountable. It has to be insurmountable. So first gone, I think, because of this. Impregnable is anything that cannot be pierced, that cannot be crossed, that cannot be crushed. So first is fine. Second option, first word seems to be fine, but it cannot be erudite or learned. So in this, the answer would be redoubtable. Redoubtable means anything which we all fear, psychological fear. And Philistine is one who knows nothing. Raw, original, fresh, novice. So therefore the third is the right answer. So guys, do we know the meaning of word ignoramus? Yes, just asking. If time permit, I'll go up to, it's already 6:14, so I'll just take 15 minutes more and we'll wind up at 6:30. Don't worry. Let's see. System is again, I think, slow. That's why it's taking time to load the slides even. I'll just rush through. I'll pick up few important questions only now. Now again, this is a passage related to the hottest year in terms of weather, which was exactly out of so many years given. So the last word is very funny here again. What we are supposed to do, I think we have to summarize this. Again, we have to find out the appropriate summary of the paragraph. So this is actually question number 82. I picked up 82. Let's see what you have marked this question as. A little lengthy, seems to be reading comprehension type. So we need to pick up the proper summary, the best summary, pick up the choice which can capture the essence. So the problem with the choice number third is that there's a little problem with this question. I think we have pasted the choice at some other question. That's why I'm surprised to see that here we are talking about middle class, and the question we are talking about the catastrophe related to atmosphere or environment. Yeah, the Shreya question is 82, but the choices I think is wrongly pasted here. I think choices are from some other question. Probably some other question is here. So we have to leave this question here. And answer to this was, yeah, this is 82nd question, Shreya, but point is that choices are not of question number 82. In this, the answer to this question was second choice, which is not present here, but in original PDF, if you see, if you original paper, if you see, the answer to this was question number option number 2, B for Bombay, and it is something which is based on increase in the temperature leading to catastrophe. We have to skip this question for a while. Okay, now this is a little grammar based question, so we have to find out the incorrect ones. Question number 83. So one is based on parallelism. Over the past 2 decades, a wide gap in the pay has. So answer is A, B, D are wrong. Sentence A is wrong. So it cannot be a reason. Over the past 2 decades, a wide gap in pay exists or existed between medical profession, or exists between, or has existed. It cannot be a reason. A reason is something which is because of something. It is already there. So therefore a reason is wrongly used here. It's a wrong word. So A is wrong. What's the problem with B? So B is not maintaining parallelism. Parallelism is out here. The sentence is not parallel. It cannot be that practice in public health. First of all, we are comparing those who practice privately, those who practice in public health. So in place of that, it has to be those who. So the gap is there between professional, those who practice in public health, and those who practice privately. And why D is wrong? I'll just rushing through because it's very easy question otherwise. Choice number D, it cannot be consummate. It is commensurate. Commensurate is to start. Start with paid in. Consummate is one who is highly skilled. So consummate again is wrong word here. A, B and D are wrong. Yeah, it has to be. No, we are. Use of among would be wrong, Ankita, because we are talking about two set of people. That's why we have picked up between. Am I clear, Ankita? Okay. Among is for more than two. Okay, again, it's Asim, why you're saying among should be there in one? Because we are comparing two set of people. It is, we are talking about this set. The between is this and this. Among is used for more than two. So we are not talking about more than two. We are talking about the two set of professionals, those who those who practice privately, and those who practice in public. Am I clear, Asim? Okay. Now it is question number 85th. It's misfit one. So we have to find out the misfit one. In this, the answer, the sequence comes out to be, we are talking about the racism word. It's moderately difficult question. Here the opener in this case is the racism would understandably provokes. We are talking about racism, and statement one is saying something else. We are Indian too. This should come too far after the last sentence. The sequence in this sentence, this question seems to be 3, 2 and 4. After third is opening the sequence, 2 after this, and 4 is 3 to 4, and 1 is out. 1 should come after inserting few more sentences here. So very interesting question, very interesting RC. From reading point of view and understanding point of view, it reflects the Indian mentality that we do anything for the sake of doing, and we are not so much concerned about the outcome, not even procedure, but no doubt we are happy to see if someone is doing something the way he's supposed to do. We are happy in that only. Do we live in real world at all? This might seem a strange question to ask in a country where reality is far from being an abstraction in everyday sensory overload. So very interesting passage, and it has clearly reflected the Indian mentality, that what we believe in actually, and how we take the things in real life also. For example, very beautiful line given in the second paragraph. The sweeper, he went on say, was dependent being whose job was to willingly dependent. Cleaning itself was immaterial. He will pick up the broom, he will start the procedure, he will pick up the, he'll wear the dress. But as far as his real task is concerned, he was material and we also are immaterial about this. So we take action for the sake of taking action, not for the any particular outcome. So were you all able to understand this passage? From my point of view, passage was easy, interesting, a little twist in terms of understanding what exactly was the author's point. He says that we believe in symbolic action. In this example, a vivid example, he has given too many examples also to prove this point. Let's see what questions I have picked. Running short of time otherwise. So it says that the penchant means liking for symbolic action. Find it pinnacle means height when it comes to finding a method. So yes, Nidhi Tiwari, you are asking what's your question? Penchant is liking for. Symbolic action means we are doing just for the sake of doing something. We are not totally involved into it, not religiously involved into it. Religious means with all our heart and brain. We are doing just for the sake of doing. Am I clear, Nidhi? Is my voice reaching you? Okay, but somehow I saw the pop up from your side. So the penchant for symbolic action find its height. Pinnacle is height. Finding a method to punish inaction. Now we keep on putting aside the action to be taken against anybody, and we believe only in suspension because we believe that the public memory is very short, and till the time we are able to realize that person has done something wrong, so will not be able to take up the right part to punish that person. So it says that suspension as a punishment is a hedge. Hedge means anything we do so as to protect us for something. It's a barrier against public memory. And act indefinitely, postponing action till it becomes unnecessary. We keep on postponing the action till it becomes unnecessary, and we take action only if we keep on postponing, and we take action only if it is going to, or if it is detrimental for us. He says that the last paragraph is actually gist of this entire story. Where does this mindset come from? Perhaps from the many exhortations to our eagerness, something for our collective psyche, that real world is one within our minds, that we believe is what is happening outside is none of our concern. We think that everything is an illusion, but actually it is not, as per V.S. Naipaul, the author of this passage, Santosh Desai, within our mind rather than one outside. Overall, it seems to reflect a lack of belief in ability of my person or any person to materially alter the world through individual action. We believe that nothing can be changed. Nobody has a courage, nobody has a will, nobody has even vision to change the world by giving relatively lower importance to physical world. Means we don't give any damn to the outside world. We place thinking on higher pedestal over action. So ultimately, we believe that our streets may be filthy, but we are least bothered. At least our minds are pure. So he has given exclamatory mark also. It is something kind of satire on our mentality, the passage. Let's see what questions we have. You are listening whatever I am saying as if I am narrating a story, and you are listening it very attentively. So according to the passage, all of the following means behavior which is ritualistic. Ritualistic means we do for the sake of doing only, hardly attached to this, and largely symbolic rather than reality accept. So we have to, first of all we need to understand the gist of the passage. We do something for the sake of doing only. 88th question. Yes guys, so very interesting passage as such. So let's accept. So we seek not the delivery of it, but a significant of intent. We keep this thing in mind because last paragraph, it says that everything is here, and we think that in the mind, all of us, we think that at least our mind is fine or pure. We are not bothered about what is happening outside our real world. Reality is inside our mind, not outside. So we seek not delivery of it, but significant of intent. This is fine as long as he is doing. Question number 1, option number 1 has been picked based on one example. We see jobs defined as abstract noun rather than a verb. Yes, we do not believe in action. This is also fine. Our desire to achieve a goal ignores the need of propriety. Propriety means righteousness of action. This is also true, representing symbolism. Fourth, we give more importance to execution. This is going against the gist of the passage. Therefore, this is wrong. Achievement and planning. We keep on planning the stuff. We don't believe in action. That's why everything exists in our mind. Therefore, in Shreya, have I answered this, that why third is wrong? We desire to achieve. First of all, we don't have any desire to achieve something. Well, but okay, let's for the sake of achieving, even if you want to achieve a goal, propriety of action is ignored. Yes, this is true, very true. As per the passage, we don't believe in action. So wherever you find action and we are going against action, author would definitely agree to that. But problem is when we start giving more importance to action, author will disagree as per the passage. Am I clear, Shreya? Yes, Shreya. No reply from your side. Am I audible? My voice reaching you? Shreya, from my side, it is showing that my voice is reaching you. But check your connection. Now, am I audible? Yes. Now, yes, rest of you guys. Amitoj, Nidhi, Prasanna, Mr. Prasanna Kumar, you're always happy, seem to be. Priyansh, Ankita audible. Yes, Shreya, you have to check your connection. I think everything is fine here. And others are also saying the same. Okay, problem at your end because you have also started playing leaving joining whenever this is there. So I think some problem is there. Okay, because net here is slow a little, but check your connection also speed. Okay, 89 says the author would agree with which of the following. This is the gist of the passage, central idea. It is second that we defer action, we keep on postponing the stuff until the non-action is detrimental for our growth. That is the gist of the passage. The author is highlighted. So Asim, am I clear? Audible? Amitoj, there is some problem. Yes, Amitoj, just keep on typing. Yes, now am I audible, guys? I was not able to type this complete word. What is the what problem you are facing? What is it? I'm not able to understand. So it just went. I just pressed the enter button and it's reached you people. Priyansh, now voice is clear. Everything is fine, I think, at my end. So let's try to finish this session. Otherwise, if I see too many problems with this session, we'll keep this session again. Don't worry, all of you, because earlier we had 18-20 odd students and most of from my batches. So am I clear now? So it is second. 89th is second. Don't worry, we'll keep this session again, Amitoj. I think now my voice is reaching you. Suraj Bhardwaj. So are you a regular student or online student, Suraj? From my side also the net connection is slow. Speed is slow. That's why everything is taking so long. So Bhardwaj, you are an online student. We have got sun, Srishti, nature, too many environmental friendly names, people. That's why the slides are also taking so long. So very simple question. Look at the last line. We have to complete the paragraph in this. On the island, I'm just reading the last few lines. Paragraph. So whenever we have to complete, we are generally asked to complete the paragraph. We have only two options. Either the last line would be the extension of the passage, total passage, or we have to conclude the story. We have to wind up the story, or we need to extend the story. In case of extending the story, we need to focus on the three things. The very important is the last line of the passage given. Second, the tone. Third, the style of the writing. So the last few lines says, on the island 20 years later, the original 29 reindeer had become 1350, just a little short of number his colleagues had calculated as island ultimate carrying capacity. So after that, what will happen? Definitely it will lead to addition in number. Third is the right option. First is too funny to be accepted. Every farmer understands carrying capacity. So from where the farmers have come into the picture. No predator at all. The men of Coast Guard. This is somewhere in between. So never pick up the line from somewhere in between to be pasted at the end of the story, which will complete the story. This is not the way or the right technique to complete the passage. Second is gone. The lichens were sparse and large area tundra were bare. So fourth is again 2 out of track. Only second is the right answer. Am I audible, guys? So in case if I feel that because of technical issue, I'll keep this session again. Don't worry. Again, symmetry based passage. This passage I find a little difficult to understand because of the shortage of time also. Till the time you reach here, you are already through with most of the paper and we are tired also. We are not able to concentrate even. And it is deliberately we keep difficult passage at the end of the paper. Just to check your concentration level, your ability to face the tension and under stressed, with stressed mind, your ability to face the problems. This is what CAT does and this is what you're supposed to do at IIMS also. The IIMS people, they train you for this only. So there's a difference between any college, second rung college and IIMS. They train us for this and this particular thing we keep in our mind. Amitos, thank you for what? Should I wind up or something? Okay, I think the time has come to wind up the session, but don't worry. it is about symmetry. Where do we see symmetry? And let's see the questions. Point is that whenever you come next time, make sure that you just go through passage once, because while taking session, I generally don't have much time to read the passage. I just read rush through just because to make you understand few questions. So last few question, I think the time has come to wind up session. It's already too long, too late. So last question I'm taking up. Actually, it is a second last or last slide. Oh, you would ask the author all the question below except. So answer. So last he has actually, I'll just explain you the gist. It says that laws of physics would remain change if we change time frame, even if we change the platform, even if we change the conditions, provided that the relative condition should not be changed with respect to relativity, but things would remain the same. Laws of physics would remain the same. That is what symmetry is all about. So what question you would like to ask? And fourth says, what effect an object in a moving frame, if things associated with it stationary, are also simulated when moving? So yes, Ankita, it is fourth. Rest is fine. Will not interested in asking this question, because it says that in a bus, if you do experiment outside the bus, if you do experiment inside the bus, the results will come out to be same. But if you start moving the apparatus simultaneously, this results will change. So there is no mention of this particular aspect of symmetry. So fourth is out of. Author will try to ask all the question except this. Okay guys, the time has come to wind up the session. So time has come to wind up the session. Should I wind up the session, guys? So time has come, just press yes if the time has come to wind up the session and we were able to understand few of the things. Likewise, every time I solve one or two questions even without reading the passage, so learn this technique as really helpful in answering few of the question. Few of my students already are into applying this trick and they found this to be very effective. So next time, but make sure that you come with the passage gone through once, and so that we are able to recollect the stuff while answering, because in this 45 1 hour session we cannot complete the entire stuff. So all the best for the next mock, and see you next time around. If you have any problem, you can write to me, you can give me a call, my students, and otherwise also the online students can write me mail, and I'll try my level best to solve your problems. So guys, all the best. Stay calm, stay focused, be happy, keep smiling. See you guys. Bye.